You have a large following. There's no such thing as fat shame. Your responsibility is to have self-esteem and confidence. And if you're constantly telling people how you were fat shamed, then you really definitely are not confident and you cannot be a famous person. Not to mention you've built relationships with the audience to where they will call you out for being fat. Your insecurities belong to you, not to other women out there who are falling for marketing scams. And while you cry out how fat shamed you are, you're actually fat shaming other people while proclaiming yourself to be proud of your body image. While you then in return say, well, my brand and my image is that I'm heavier, so I need to eat a little extra. Think about the sickness of what I just said, and you'll understand that she's trying to make money off of you and being unwell while telling you she's naturally fat, telling you not to fat shame her, telling you to buy her products. She is literally all over the place with her so-called brand, and then sits on a platform at VCon and tells everybody how you just shouldn't give up on your dreams, while she literally shows up to an Eat Clean party, where she literally is purposely showing up at the Eat Clean party to try to bash in on my content. That is literally the epitome of every social media influencer, as well as every Hollywood celebrity. Little middle schooler and high schoolers from the lowest of the low, of the most, what they would be considered the most popular, but now they're the ones that are going to be running the country because Paris Hilton has stepped into the office of Newsom to give him a BJ, to get laws changed so that she can abuse Phoenix and London. Newsom did that so that she could help herself after she was the one that was abusing everyone else. She's a monster. Yet Newsom stood there and disrespected you as citizens of California so that Paris could look a specific type of way on a platform in front of real victims. So there's real victims out there who've dealt with the people who used to watch Paris Hilton, who grew into villains, who then victimized you little girls. Because they all watched Paris Hilton go party and get wasted and literally where she could barely stand. Where she then cries out and says that she was the one that was victimized, but she was the one that was the villain. She made villains out in the world where the villains went out and abused you. And then you, as the victims, showed up to support the villain that grew the villains who abused you. To get laws changed so that she could thrive on a social media influencing app. So if you have any sort of brain in your head and you're watching a woman wear BDSM lingerie, in one picture, in one slide, she's, ooh. And then in the next picture, it's two little infants where she's running around with two children while she's wearing an erotic Alice in Wonderland costume where she's sticking her finger in her thumb and looking weird at the camera. And then the next slide is Phoenix standing there in a playhouse. There's definitely something wrong with this brand and image. This is grooming children, grooming audiences, grooming a Persian grooming audiences, Persian grooming a model to be a Middle Eastern. And she's like, well, yeah, because it's the path of least resistance, and it's really easy to abuse people than it is to actually help them. Because most people don't want to do the work it would take to help themselves. So then they just lie out their fucking asses and say things like, well, you really just got to love yourself. You got to be kind and you got to love yourself. And then you got to be optimistic And then you really need to make money and be happy and joyous. And then this is us at an Eat Clean party. And this is me selling t-shirts. And this is me selling Coconut Cult. And this is me showing myself at a gala. This is literally the brand of Mona Van and Gary Vee and all you freaks. And this is me telling you how I like myself and how attractive and rich I am. And this is me at a conference in Cannes Lions where I'm sitting there telling everyone I'm going to donate money. That's it. Okay, bye. Thanks. No depth, no subject matter, no assistance. You just got to produce content and one day it's going to go viral. You just really just don't know when. And then the Democratic Party is literally only promoting specific content to go viral so that we're in a one-sided, non-intelligence world of people like Charlie D'Amelio, who's a freak, or Dixie D'Amelio, who's a fucking freak, or a Persian bitch, who's a freak, or all these other provocative, nasty-ass women who are literally acting as if they're perfect, but they're literally carbon copies of the last one. Weird-ass, low-class, sick-ass political wannabes. While you stomp your feet and do nothing to assist real people. You don't even have to assist people. You just have to, be a normal person. We all know Harry Sisner is not a normal person. Mona Van, go hang out with Harry Sisner. I would say that Harry couldn't even handle that little slut bitch. Because he's failing miserably at life, but she's failing miserably too. Here's Morgan. What do you think about Mona Van? And he's a seasoned vet when it comes to sick-ass people. George Clooney, what are your thoughts on Mona Van? He says, we caught us a big fish. A very, very big fish. You don't even fucking understand how big this fish is. And she keeps producing content as if nobody knows what's going on. So everything that she produces is a structured event of an attempt at brainwashing with the tactics of Qatar. Do you understand, or are you that dense in your dumb fucking brain? Same thing with what Kristen Cavallari is up to, but her shit is just fucking stupid. So all these people are being pushed into our faces. We don't want to look at them. We don't want to listen to you talk. You're not intelligent. You literally take Dr. Jordan Peterson, an intelligent individual, and you dumb down intellectual conversations that could literally change the world to be a better place so that Kristen Cavallari can tell you what her areas of life where she wants to date. That's where your thought levels are on platform at this point. So higher power education of science and education that's not as juicy gossip, but it sure is fucking annoying to listen to Kristen Cavallari talk and show off her tits, hair, and makeup. It's not even funny to watch her run down the street. So Choo Choo and the Democratic Party tried to pull one over on you to think that that's really intelligent conversation, to take a Paige DeSorbo who was on a reality TV show, who learned tactics from being on reality TV, that life isn't real. You just make it into a reality TV show so that you never get hurt or in pain. And instead they put pain upon millions and millions of people that actually live real lives. And that's what Mona Van has done. With the help of her Middle East Persian, starving the people of Iran, the Shah, where she even invites the fucking princess bitch to one of her Eat Clean parties who went to a Washington, D.C. college and doesn't even fucking work for a living, where they show themselves running down the hall and doing witchcraft in our fucking faces. Where she then loans her a fucking dress to go to a fucking party. That's how sick these bitches are. And that's the reality of Middle Eastern women, and especially on these fucking platforms. You all are fucking done.